This is the education industry primer, the trillion-dollar industry that is completely opaque and invisible. We're going to talk about the curriculum of public school, something that I've never addressed before. How the school not only teaches you some math and English and a smattering of facts about history, but omits the content and motivation of all of the capitalist murder, genocide, and enslavement that continues to this day, internally within labor and externally in countries around the world, from North Korea to South Vietnam, from Central America to the Middle East. All of the violent annexation of wealth is omitted. And that way the 1% can crow and the poor can be misled to believe that what they're told in school is true, that all of this profound wealth is purely generated by the sweat and hard work of the super rich, and that the entire history of capitalism doesn't exist. It is whitewashed, quite literally. Behind the veil of the curriculum is the giant omission, and this omission is continued into media, all the media being owned by extremely wealthy companies. So what we look at as a citizen, as someone like myself who spent 13 years in public school, is a totally distorted racist reality, where I can come out and feel very privileged and very owed because of my merits, special dispensation, get to the head of the line, make the most money, etc., based on absolute flummery, based on a colossal deception, based on what Nobel Prize winner Harold Pinter in 2005 called a brilliant, even witty act of hypnosis.
The United States supported, and in many cases engendered, every right-wing military dictatorship in the world after the end of the Second World War. I refer to Indonesia, Greece, Uruguay, Brazil, Paraguay, Haiti, Turkey, the Philippines, Guatemala, El Salvador, and of course, Chile. The horror the United States inflicted upon Chile in 1973 can never be purged and can never be forgiven. Hundreds of thousands of deaths took place throughout these countries. Did they take place? And are they, in all cases, attributable to US foreign policy? The answer is yes. They did take place. And they are attributable to American foreign policy. But you wouldn't know it. It never happened. Nothing ever happened. Even while it was happening, it wasn't happening. It didn't matter. It was of no interest. The crimes of the United States have been systematic, constant, vicious, remorseless, but very few people have actually talked about them. You have to hand it to America. It has exercised a quite clinical manipulation of power worldwide, while masquerading as a force for universal good. It's a brilliant, even witty, highly successful act of hypnosis.
So think about the omissions, not what you were taught for 13 years as a slave in public school, but the omissions. And ask yourself, how can you, as a loving, just, sentient, spiritual human being, how do you deal with teaching yourself about where your tremendous wealth and privilege came from?